she go out again? Hi, everybody. This is Eliz-sha Keating from wisdomseekers.net. And I'm here today for Earth, which includes Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn for May 3rd to the 9th, 2020. So let's see what Earth has to say. Earth is usually pretty good. So first thing it gets is take the lead. Well, what does that mean? We'll find out, because I can't give you a guesstimation right now because I got nothing. But the first card, it's really good. And it's not the first time I got this. The first card, or the base card, is the Lovers. So that's all about loving, all about loving who you are, giving yourself the emotional power to be who you are, and not giving your power away. And the more you love you, the stronger you are, and the more you attract that. The more you love, the more you can give. And what crosses it? It's the Strength card. And I think in this case, we're just going to go with love is strong. And the more you love, the stronger you are. The stronger you are, the more you let go of your lowered animal nature, or the lower energies anyhow. And then at one time that they were the higher energies for you, but now they're becoming the lower energies because you're moving up to a higher space. Okay, and what's behind us is, well, I'm going to put these two cards together. Why not? Because they're basically the same card. Rigidity. Well, they're not. Rigidity, which is the Four of Pentacles. Things were rigid and not moving. And you were dreaming, but you were not dreaming the good dreams. You were dreaming the negative dreams. You were dreaming the dreams of... you were dreaming the dreams of the low energy. And that's normal. That's okay. We have been everything in this life, in these lifetimes. Not this lifetime, all lifetimes. We've been good, we've been bad, we've been ugly. And that's because we're here to learn. We're here to experience. And after a while, you want to release all that old experience and go forward. And how do you do that? You just choose. But you have to choose from a place of power. You cannot choose from a place of indecision or drama. And that's a huge issue right now. People choose from a place of drama. They think, oh, I'm doing it. But really, they're really enjoying having that, oh, wow, I'm so special. Look at me. I've got all this problems going on, and I can't stop it. Well, you can. You just say, no more drama. I'm not going to do it. You have to go. And it works. That's the only thing that works, honestly. So what's below us is the King of Wands. And the King of Wands is a wise person who sees things. Doesn't always help unless he's pushed. But there's the energy is, you see things, you recognize things. Are you going to help? Not necessarily. You only help with you pushed. But there's a knowledge there. There's a strong knowledge there. And what comes up for that is the Eight of Wands. We're going to be flying high. We're going to be really happy. At the same time, we're going to be in balance while we're happy. We're going to stay feet firmly grounded. And I'm going to read the next three together, honestly. Oh, I missed one because I held it out. So interesting. So basically, I'm going to put this as what covers the whole reading, is use your intuition. Follow what it feels like. Follow the heart. And what does the heart say? And sometimes you will get a wrong reading if you're allowing your ego to get involved. And the ego is involved with its drama, without a doubt. Trauma and drama, ego. Okay? So if you go with that, you can discount the intuition as being a false. But if you go from the point of, okay, I choose not to feel, I choose to release the trauma and drama. What is best? Can I do this? Should I do this? And if it says, if you do this, then you're going to have trauma and drama, then don't do it. Because your ego or your intuition is giving you a choice. It's giving you a choice whether to go mess up and learn another lesson, or it's giving you a choice to go forward into something clear. You will still have lessons because there are going to be times you don't have a choice. It doesn't matter what you do. There's going to be a lesson involved. And it's not because you go at it from drama energy. It's because that's a lesson that's part of your learning experience. There will be part, the Five of Pentacles. There will be part of you that looks at other people and wishes you had what they have. And for that, I'm going to say a simple thing. Walk a mile in their footsteps or their moccasins, whatever, and you will change your mind. Everybody is given something to learn to the level of their ability to handle it. Mostly they're not given something beyond their ability to handle it. And what comes next after that would be the King. And there's a lot of energy going around right now, as above, so below. So right now, the governments are shifting and changing. The governments are changing and giving them different they're not necessarily always governing for the right reasons. They're caught in this drama energy. But we, the people, have the power to say yes or no to that. Why? How? By not accepting it. By not accepting some of the stuff that they put out there for you. How do you not accept it? Very gently, I would expect, as quietly and as carefully as possible. And excuse me.
I got it.
Give him some orange.
No, it's fine. Just keep it.
Yeah, but with his eating stuff, give him.
Yeah, he wasn't eating anything.
Okay. So our dog, he's having an off day today. So how do we do it? Well, for instance, and this is a fact, Zuckerberg will only put on information on Facebook that coincides with who. That basically, whether we like it or not, in America, it's taking away your First Amendment rights of free speech. Everywhere in the world that this is happening, it's taking away our right to alternate viewpoints or free speech. Okay, so what's happening on the lower levels? A lot of people are learning or are going into fear that they're losing control, and because they're losing control, they feel that they have to do something to pull in that control, whether it's positive or negative. Not necessarily is it going to be positive. So take your time, use your intuition, and find out if that is what you want in your life. Do you truly want, well, for instance, in a family where the father is home and he's always out working, and suddenly there's no money, and the kids are yelling and screaming because kids yell and scream, and the mom's running around with her head cut off because the father's upset, and the kids are cranky, and then things happen that you'd never think would happen. And there has been an upswing in marital problems of physical abuse with kids and stuff like that. That's the rigid king. All right. That's where you look at what other people are wanting or have and think that what they have is better. So you want to slide that over to releasing the fear and the scarcity, and go allow yourself to slide forward into joy and happiness. And this is where it says take the lead for people who are not suffering this particular energy or fate, but have moved forward. It is time to take the lead. How? Just by being who you are. And it's the Chariot. It's also about maintaining or pulling yourself back into balance. And how do you pull yourself back into balance? Well, it depends on who you are, I suspect. I suggested to one young lady that she do what they call the four square breathing. And you can Google that. It's a very powerful form of breathing that that they teach in the American Army, and it does seem to work very well. It could be that you simply grab a rock and hold on to it, or you make a choice. But know that once you retain the balance, that you go forward, you move forward from there. Okay, and it will bring us into, and the Princess of Wands, it will bring us into a place of magic if we chose. And you want it to be positive magic, because if there's positive magic, of course there's negative magic. I mean, everything's a yin and a yang, a balance, right? And so I'm going to end on a happy note, just because. So 9 of Cups, make a wish, hold it powerfully in your hand, and believe it. Okay, own it, make it yours. And the last one is 6 of Wands, and you've done the effort, you've put the work in. Is now you're going to reap the rewards, and you should be proud of yourself. It doesn't matter where you are on the spiral. You know, you can be a newbie or you can be old soul. It doesn't really matter, because one day the new soul is going to be the old soul, and one day the old soul was the new soul. So we do everything. We start here. We're black or yellow. We're brown. We're white. We're blue-eyed, we're green-eyed, we're brown-eyed, we're good, we're bad, we're ugly, we're male, we're female, we're gay, we're not gay. It doesn't matter. We do everything. Some of us fly a plane, some of us walk on the ground. The point is, at some point in your lifetimes, you're going to be everything. Okay, so you either going to be or have been. So ones that have been, take the lead. The ones that are beginning, if you understand it, take the lead. And what's going to come out of it is a new vitality. And you look at the energy. It's shiny, it's bright, it's sparkling, it's wonderful. Wow, did I ever talk a long time? Okay, let's go from here. First of all, this is the wand I was telling you about. It's a necklace. See, where's the wand? This one has crystal in it. I made one with amethyst, which is really cute. That's the one I can't find.
It also doubles as a really nice pendulum for those who are interested in that kind of tool.
It does, actually. That was my daughter discovered that. If I can figure it out. I can never get in and I can never get out. See? Hang on. So show me a yes. Okay. Well, actually, it'd be better to show me a no. Okay, see? Pendulum works great. Anyhow, we have my daughters coming back.
So Mama B starts us off with, hello, do you see me living with the Scorpio anytime soon?
Okay, I probably this is not the answer you want. I don't think so. But I do see you living with somebody who has a great deal of passion in their life. Be careful what kind of passion it is. There are many forms of passion, and you may not want every form of passion. There's a lot of good in the person that you're going to be living with, but you want to make sure it stays at the good. Okay, so be picky. All right.
The Empress Goddess says hello.
Hello.
Tyrell C asks, hello, is Maria still interested in me?
She's playing a hard to get game, because when I asked her if she was interested, she goes, shh, I don't want her to know yet. Okay? So yeah, I think so, but I think she's playing a bit of a game. And young women, they think that's the way to work it. They say they're not upfront and honest, and that's not necessarily anything horrible. It's just that they're really young and immature, because that's an immature thing to do. All right, but yeah, I think she is still interested.
Maria Herrera says hello.
Hi, Maria.
Moonfeather asks, hi ladies, how are you? I've been hearing crowds all day, just wondering what their message for me, messages are for me. Please and thank you.
Well, if you're hearing a crowd, that's because there's a lot of people around you supporting you, and I would suspect there's something going to happen for you soon, where it could be fun and exciting. Be aware that at the first little bit, it may not feel as exciting as you think it should, because change is always fearful. But there's something new coming into your life, and it might be something as simple as aha, I get it, or it might be something that's a lot more in the physical. I can't tell you exactly what it is, but you will know when it happens.
Zulumi R asks, how does Lupita feel after I've shared with her my criminal history?
A little shocked. She was not expecting that, honestly. But she's going to stop and think about it. She's not going to naysay it right off the bat. She's going to figure out what she feels about the whole situation, and go from there, rather than just make a snap decision. I suspect she's not too. I don't think she's all that bothered by it.
She meant crows, not crowds. Moonfeather, I mean.
You mean Maria?
No, Moonfeather, she asked, I've been hearing crowds all day. She meant crows. I've been hearing crows all day.
It's the same answer, basically. Something's coming, and it's a change, a big change, and crows always come with a message, that's for sure. But personally, I like crows, except when they don't shut up in the morning early. Not too fussy about them then. But But it's the same answer basically. Something's coming into your life, and it's going to be momentous.
Rachel N asks, does my mom really believe that I'm on downer drugs?
I don't know what a downer drug is.
Weed, I believe.
Oh.
It's not an upper.
Yeah, that's true. You know, I don't know what she believes. I suspect in this case, you're better off asking her directly what she feels and what she thinks. Because coming to me as an intermediary in the communications like this, it's not to your benefit. It won't help her. It won't help you. You know, this is a time when you really when it would be best to just communicate with her. Okay.
Just real quick, Jenny JJ, we're just taking one question per person, and we will answer that question when we get to it. Other than that,
we don't jump around and just take the ones we want. We take them 1, 2, 3, 4. Unless Facebook skips us.
YouTube, but yes.
YouTube skips, and sometimes it does. And then we try to rectify it.
And if I misunderstood your question about explaining how this works, please feel free to clarify. But yeah, also feel free to ask one question. We will either answer it to the best of our ability, or
well, there are certain questions I don't like to answer. I don't like to answer third-party questions unless you're asking for that person and you make a comment to that point that you're asking for your mom or your aunt or your sister or your friend, because they don't have a YouTube account,
or you just stumbled upon us and they're
watching
along with you.
I won't answer questions about sex.
We won't intrude on people's privacy, again, with third-person rules, as long as you have their permission and or are asking for them directly.
Then we will.
We will, but other than that, no R-rated questions, no X-rated questions, and we won't intrude on people's privacies.
Okay.
That's basically.
We try to be ethical, basically, is what it amounts to.
Ethical and moral, and when we say it's none of our business, we mean that for you as well. If somebody wanted you to know an answer, then that's a conversation between you and them.
And I do happen to give a lot of advice, whether you like it or not.
Yeah. But yes, hello and welcome. Where was I? Mary L asks, does my mother really walk around the neighborhood where she lives because she thinks I live there too? We haven't had communication for a long time.
Again, if she's looking for you, then I would expect that it's time to get out and communicate with her.
D Sparks asks, hi ladies, the energies around me has been intense. Can I trust Dave to help me? Thank you, and please be well.
So what he says, he'd like to help you, but I don't think you can 100% trust him at all times. It's not that he doesn't want to. He actually does want to. But what he said to me was, I want to, but the way he said it sort of indicates that he isn't necessarily capable of doing it all the time. And I don't think this is something you can blame him for. I don't think he's as strong as you are emotionally. Okay.
Gabby McMaster asks, "Hi, wondering what messages my angels have regarding this weekend."
Okay, the first thing that popped into my head when you said this weekend was simply don't do it. And I don't know if that's where that came from or anything. It's just, and when I asked your guides, they kind of looked at me and said, because guides don't usually tell you not to do something. It's just not done. But they basically suggested that that way, the way you're thinking of going, it leads to a lot more lessons, a lot more work. So I don't know what you were planning for the weekend, but see if you can find an alternative way to have fun, which will give you as much joy and happiness as you were anticipating with the other way. All right.
Angel Wings asks, "Will I be living with Mike in June?"
With Mike?
Mm-hmm.
I believe that's a very strong possibility. It seems to be something that's just fairly new energy that's coming up. But it's a possibility. It's not hard and fact. It won't be hard and fact until you actually move in together.
Debbie H says hello, everyone.
Debbie.
Kenna Hawk says hi.
Hey, Kenna.
The Empress God asks, "My boyfriend heard me speaking in another language the other night. Can you help me remember / know what I said? What does it mean? Thanks, Queens." I feel like that's a full reading.
Yeah, and that's not that is something that you probably
Elizabeth might be
the better choice
the
for
better
that.
choice. You could, for $35, you can ask her what, not possibly help you remember exactly what you said or exactly what it means, but the identity attached to that language.
Yeah, because it would be from
a past life,
from an alternate life.
I can't remember off the top of my head if she offers past life readings off of our website, but she has done a past life reading before, and has she's talked about it.
And she's good. She's really good at what she does,
yeah,
and when she can't do it, she'll let you know.
And she's willing to try. So reach out and she goes very in depth and very detailed.
Yeah, I mean,
$35 question.
$35 question's worth about $100.
Yeah, it is very much worth the money that you
put out.
So feel free. Wisdomseekers.net. Book a reading.
Is it under Elizabeth or Aunt
Beth?
Under
Elizabeth.
It's not Aunt Beth, eh?
No. So yeah. Wisdomseekers.net.
But
Elizabeth.
The fact is that if it's coming up, then it's probably something that's important for you to figure out and deal with.
Okay. Maria Herrera asks, "Hi, I had a dream with my deceased father that he left letters for my sisters and I, but does he have a message for me? Thanks."
Okay, so he called you, and I only got the first part, and I didn't get the rest. My little, I think, and I can only guess at what the rest would be, but it was an endearment, and he wants you to know that your family is around you. They're supporting you. They're helping you as much as they possibly can, and they're protecting you from as much as they can as well. So basically, he wants you to know you're not alone, and you are loved. And he's very proud of Alex, by the way. That's very, very important that you know that he's proud of Alex. And that's it.
Tay asks, "Hello, ladies. I've been having a hard time this month. I've been stressed, really tired, and not feeling like myself. Can I get an energy clearing, please? I've been feeling really drained."
You know what? I did one yesterday it's on YouTube. It's a DNA clearing.
Facebook.
The
other YouTube.
Whatever. I did it.
That doesn't always work.
Yeah. I did one yesterday on YouTube.
Facebook.
Whatever. The one that doesn't I'm not on at the moment. And feedback was that it worked really well. It is for stress and it is for fear of lack. Try that, and if that doesn't work, then come back to me tomorrow.
Jennifer Schwebb asks, "Hi, ladies. My daughter's fur baby is named Baby. She is going in the morning to have a nipple cyst removed and get fixed. Do you see everything going well? Her being okay? Thank you."
Baby is not thrilled with that at all. She's quite cranky about going to the vets. Does not like the vets at all, and I would say that baby is so cantankerous that nothing's going to there's no fear there. She's just very cranky about the idea. And so I would start looking for at least 40 minutes before you have to leave, because I suspect she's going to try and hide on you. Mm-hmm. Unless she's in a cage. Do you pick anything up?
Just make sure, be the squeaky wheel and keep calling the vet to get updates and demand to have your fur baby home. The time of, if she's having a hard time with the anesthesia, because with Jess,
our baby Jess,
she when she went in to get fixed, she was not responsive and quite much very loopy. And so that's just a personal thing. Yeah, that's not. She's not picking it up for your for your baby. Well, a little bit. There's a potential that she might not do drugs very well. So with Jess, we have to pay extra so that they can do the reversible drug. Otherwise, she has a horrible time. It takes days for her to come back. For which got her, I think, about a week before she could function. She was solid on solid earth. Yeah, basically. So when we took her in a month ago, and they had to put her under because her nail, because she won't let anybody touch her nail. We had to pay extra to get the reversible drug done. Yeah, and I mean, for her, it's very worth it. For Tully, we didn't have an issue, but Tully's got a very high tolerance to drugs. But with Jess, we demanded to have her home that same day, regardless of her being responsive, because we knew that wouldn't have people overnight to check in on
Yeah, they wanted to
dogs
keep
and
her, and
stuff.
we said, oh, well, somebody going to be there, and they said no, and I thought, what the heck?
Yeah, so
So we
brought her home and we babied her, and it's a great bonding experience. It tells your dog or your fur baby who to trust when in times of need, and it just adds that layer of I feel protected and safe.
Yeah.
So
I actually think your fur baby is pretty.
She's definitely going to be fine.
Yeah,
but
she's just a little bit cranky. She does not like the vet.
No.
And for some reason or other, she's quite aware that it's coming.
But yeah.
It's not even being fixed that bothers her at all.
Yeah.
I have a daughter that like that. I have to break her arm to get her to go see the doctor.
And Tari Avalos asks, hello, what do you see coming for me soon?
Well, the energy seems to be, it's not heavy energy. It seems to be energy that is lightening up. And it seems to be there's a bit of a skip in your walk, like a bounce that has been missing for a while. So I think that what's coming for you is going to be positive. I don't feel it's a love interest. I think it is more to do with your own love for yourself, and that is the most important energy in the world, honestly, because without that love, then the rest of the loves are sort of moot. They don't really count. At the same time, specifically, I can't tell you what I'm picking up. It just feels like the energy is very positive and happy, or it's positive and happy. I can't go with fairy yet.
AP asks, hi Eliz-sha and Elle, I hope you're both well. May I please, will I find a life partner this year? Thank you.
Okay, I can't promise you a life partner, but there will be somebody that you will have an energy exchange with. Whether you choose to continue with that, I don't know. I think this is something where you look at this person and you choose if that person is what or who you want in your life. If that makes sense, it's like you don't say yes simply because the person is there and asking. You're quite surprised that you say that you do this, because in the past you've always sort of, well, if they say they love me, then I'm obligated. But you're not. So that's a very positive energy, and I'm quite proud of you. Okay.
Jennifer Schwab says, wow, absolutely beautiful and so cool. I want to buy one or more of them if you want to make more. I love getting unique looking necklaces for me and my daughters.
Well, the truth is, this is the third one I've made, and I'm still learning. I'm getting better. And I'm figuring out which stones work best. I made the really tiny one for my daughter, and I used the green. As you can see, I'm very organized. I used the green stone. It's a little bit tiny, but I really like it at the same time. The amethyst is kind of cool. So yeah, it's pretty cool necklace actually. And it's surprisingly, I looked at it, I thought, oh, that'll be a snap. Yeah, a little bit more work than I anticipated, but it's fun work. Okay.
Kayla Sky asks, "Hello, how does E feel after we had sex twice recently?"
E?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, he had a great physical release and he really was relaxed and enjoyed himself. But that's not what you're asking. It's very, very important that you ask what you're asking rather than, because I can only go upon the words you're asking. All right. And I'm pretty certain you're asking how he feels about you, but you didn't ask that. So that's what I got. But he feels good about you, and he feels I think he's farther along the road to light than you are. So just be very careful. I can't promise you that that this is the case, but I do think I think he's probably at a place where he considers the two of you are now an item. I'm not 100% sure, and I'm not always right, but that's the energy I'm picking from him. Is if he doesn't think you're an item, he's seriously wanting it to be an item. Okay.
Eagle Frisk
Hi, Ega.
asks, "Hi, do you have any messages from Spirit for me?"
So I'm not sure if it's a father or a grandfather energy. I think it's more of a grandfather energy comes forward and wants to let you know how pleased they are with you and how you're doing. And it was sort of like a chin up. So you chin up there, and it was it's a very positive energy. They're not saying too much. They're basically just saying they're there for you, and it's all right. You can talk to them and ask for support, and they will do the best they can, of course, to support you. And it's me that says they do the best they can because of my own belief systems, right? So for them, it might be that they will make things happen for you. And okay, this is a little bit different. Show me, don't feel obligated to go to church or to stay away from church. It's a neutral. It's not. It don't make it into something big or small. It's just what it is, and it doesn't hurt you in any way, shape, or form to either go or stay home.
Debbie McMaster says, "Thank you." Lula B asks, if I were to live with the Libra I'm talking to, what issues potentially do you see coming?
Well, first of all, you want to know who you're moving in with. So you want to wait a minimum of 3 months after meeting them. And that basically, I know you, unless it's just a just a social rather than a physical interaction. So Libras can be one of two things. They can be super clean or they can be super messy. And whatever you are, if you're tidy or messy, they're the opposite of what you are. It's something that's not a huge deal. I'm pretty certain you can work through it if you want.
Just real quick, please do not spam your question.
Yeah, we do it we do
it consecutively. We don't jump around.
I know other readers they will they'll just pick at random. We don't do a pick at random. So when you spam, it just throws everything off.
And also, it's annoying to have 6 of the very same question, one after another, after another, after another. It's hard for me, reading the questions out, it's hard for me to keep track of everything. So please be patient, wait your turn, and do not spam your question.
Yeah, or else my daughter is a hard taskmaster and you'll miss your turn completely. And
it has been done.
It has been done. She is a hard lady. Not a hard lady, a tough lady.
I'm a bitch.
It makes no bones about it.
So I will continuously call you out, or I will just ignore you completely.
So don't waste your time.
Don't waste anybody's time.
We'll get to you.
Lola B already asked her. Rising Sun asks, will Jay the Gemini reach out to me within the next 8 weeks?
I believe so. I got a yes for that. Probably probably faster than 8 weeks. It depends on what's happening in his life, but I suspect 4 weeks. Things are going to shift and move very quickly in the world about us, so 8 weeks might be a little long.
Patricia Scowen asks, hi Eliz-sha, can you ask my guides if I will come back to this earth once I go over to the other side? I am done down here, thanks. Aren't we all?
Yeah, a little bit on the tired side. It will actually be your choice. You actually have a choice whether you want to come back or not, and it would be a choice to come back and how you come back. It could be a vacation life, just to see how well you've done and what you've wrought. And in that case, you'd come back as a rich person and things like that. But being who you are, it's not a necessity. It would be your choice.
Lily Doulos
Hi, Lily.
Says, hello ladies, how do you feel today? Lots of hugs from Albania.
We're feeling fine.
Princess Nee asks, hi ladies, is my vertigo and dizziness linked to a spiritual block that I have?
I don't know if it's a block so much as it's a spiritual growth. Because I know I had it for like 3 months. And finally I went to my doctor and he put me on steroids.
Yeah, and also a pill to help dry out your ear.
Yeah, that one we just get over the counter.
Yeah, it's in like Claritin, or you can get it just the pill itself. I don't remember the name offhand.
It's just in there, but if you want to look.
We can.
Just wait there because
we'll see.
Because Tully's going to have a heart attack.
Yeah, my sister goes into the fridge, and every time she goes into the fridge, our big strong
Pitty is terrified.
65-pound pure bone and muscle is terrified and stresses out.
Because the fridge door is open.
It's loud noises, isn't it?
Yeah, he can't handle stress noises. Anyhow, yes, it is, and it's not necessarily a block. It happens when the energy goes up fast, and your body doesn't acclimatize as fast as your spiritual body does. Your physical body is always a little slower to get there than the spiritual body. So yes, and it is a pain in the butt, massive pain in the butt. I mean, one day I had to go have a procedure done on my hand, and I woke up and I had vertigo. I was fine at 8. By 9, I moved and I threw up so much that my muscles and my sides ache for a week afterwards.
That was a fun day.
It was a very fun day, yes. But yeah, like I said, it's a real pain in the butt. But if it doesn't go away, the only thing I found that worked was, you can do the exercises. You can Google vertigo exercises on Google, and they will give you exercises because. But basically, my doctor finally gave me those pills, and it was for 6 weeks. I started out with 10 a day, then the next week 5 a day, and the next week 4 a day, the next week 3 a day, and it's you have to be very, very careful. But I have not had vertigo since. So yeah, it's a butt pain.
Yep. Taylor A asks, if my ex comes back, will his intentions be genuine? Or will we just repeat history?
I get strongly that you just repeat history. I'm really sorry about that. He might come back genuinely, but until the problem has been solved that started in the first place, it is simply a repeat of history.
Maria Herrera says, thank you both. Thank you very much, both. Okay. Sorry, it jumped on me.
I know, but you're just talking to Maria Herrera, and is
a
South American song. We lived in Mexico for 5 years.
Or ay caramba.
Yeah.
They're both fun. Camber Cumbersome Aquarius 1111 asks, good afternoon and day, ladies. May I ask if my kid's dad still wants to?
Yes, that's all I got. He still wants to.
Kenna Hawk says, I appreciate your confidentiality. I think from our previous do not asks.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Jennifer Schwab says, thank you both so much for your advice. Ever since I heard about Jess, I thought about not letting baby stay overnight. I thought she may be more comfortable at home recovering. I'll ask about the reverse drugs.
It costs more.
It does cost more. I would wait to see if...
Well, you don't know.
You don't know. That's why I'm saying wait to see if she has a reaction.
But how,
I mean, go with your gut.
Yeah, go with your...
It's just
we worry about our babies.
Well, every time, because we do have cannabis oil in the house for Tolliver to help him with his days of stress.
Yeah.
He's fine with it. And if Jess accidentally gets it, she will be stoned
because he'll drop it and give it to her.
Yeah. We have a garbage under the sink because she is a garbage hound. She was taught by our old dog, Joe, how to get into the garbage that was out in plain view without tipping it over. Yeah. And so she would get leftover leaves that we use to cook the oil to make the oils and stuff.
For Tully.
And again, she would be stoned for a minimum of 3 days.
And she's terrified of the floor when she's stoned.
Yeah. We have carpets all over a nice dark gray floor because of her. She is terrified.
Yeah.
So
and when she accidentally gets hold of the oil, we have towels all over the floor as well.
Yeah.
So she can walk.
But so we're just cautionary tale. Just make sure she's in a safe, comfortable environment, etc., etc.
Yeah, and Jelly Bean, she's a pig. Pardon my English.
Oh no, she's a pig.
And she will eat anything that's not tied down.
Well, yeah. I mean, we can't eat pickles without her going, mine. There are some foods she will turn her nose up at.
Not many.
But not many. Tay says, okay, I will do that, and hopefully I feel better. My stress has been caused by finding ants in my room since they were very close to Rin. I normally don't get stressed about finding the occasional ant in my room, but since for some reason it's been really stressing me out lately.
Try that. But you can also get ant little cans you put where the animals can't get into it, but the ants can.
She adds, I have Rin on a sturdy container now and an ant trap just to be safe.
Okay, great. Yeah.
M. Vale asks, what does the future bring? What does my future bring?
Okay. Actually, I think for many people, the energy is going to start shifting and changing in a very positive way, and it may not feel like it for a while, because it will take a while to get back to the new norm, and it will be a new norm. When we have to find out what the new norm is, but once you do, I suspect you're going to. I think you're going to like your new norm, but it's going to, like I say, it's going to take you a while to get used to it. Well, I don't pick up anything specific. But I do pick up, because part of the problem picking up for the future right now is the future isn't written. There's certain things that are still being decided. And so we don't know exactly what the new norm will be. And so it could be that what's happening for you is it's something that you would never have considered before. All right.
Jennifer Schwab adds, hugs, and I appreciate you both helping me and my daughter Haley feel a little better about her going in, and we will give her extra attention and care as her energy recovers afterwards.
Yeah, she's going to be a little annoyed with you guys.
Also, just health tip. Afterwards, give the dog kefir.
Yeah.
And even for humans, after taking antibiotics for X amount of time, it kills the flora and fauna in your stomach, which helps cause gut issues after a while. So the kefir and kombucha help feed
I doubt that the dogs will eat kombucha.
Our weird ones do.
Well, Jelly Bean, like you said, Jelly Bean will eat anything. Just
our weird ones do. But I'm just saying it to help aid in potential stomach issues. It feeds the good bacteria in your stomach and helps build.
But you should
it up
find
again.
out what kind of animal was it?
They didn't say. It
Okay,
was just named
you
baby.
Okay, you
So
should find
depending
out
on
with
the animal, we're talking dogs.
dogs and cats, but
Yeah.
and a rabbit's probably fine too. But depending on the animal, ask the vet if you can give them kefir.
Yeah. AP says thank you as always. Jennifer Schweb adds, "Wow, that necklace for your daughter has turned out beautifully."
Oh, this one's not for my daughter.
No, but the beads. Didn't you hold up a green stone to show off what you did for Jen?
No,
No.
she's wearing it.
Oh.
Oh,
thought you showed.
Yeah,
off
no,
the
this
stones.
one. This is the stone I
The
use for
ruby
it
and zoisite.
to go in this one.
Yeah, ruby and zoisite.
Yeah,
It's a beautiful stone.
yeah.
Da-da-da-da.
But I got it because it promotes positive emotions about yourself.
Yeah. And yeah, Jeanette Preston says,
Hi, Jeanette.
or asks, "Hello, dears. I hope all is well. Nice to catch you live. Do you feel anything from me today? Any advice?"
So basically, they're still harping at you to look after yourself a bit more. And I think that's a broken record for them, isn't it? They're basically, again, they're just saying the same thing. Give yourself time to breathe. Sit back, watch your family, enjoy your family. Don't always do for your family. And they recognize that your family is your whole life. So, but they're just recommending that you put your feet up occasionally, and they are actually recommending that you do put your feet up, and that's probably for your feet, for your leg's sake. It will it will help the circulation in your legs. Actually, if you put your feet up for at least 15 minutes a day, and up as high as you can. Sometimes you just lay down on your bed and put your feet up on the wall. It makes a huge difference on how the blood circulates in your legs and the lymphatic system moves. And that's this. They're actually showing me you sitting back in a chair with your feet up on a stool.
Vidya Maharaj asks, "Hello, ladies. Keep safe. Just asking any messages for my deceased parents."
So they're a little worried about you. They're wanting you to be very careful about going into any contracts without reading the fine print. And I think this is not just contracts you sign, but contracts with people in your life. And they're saying they see things a little clearer now than they did before, and they recognize that you're very they recognize how special you are as a daughter to them, if that makes any sense. And okay, that's basically it. They're sending, mostly it's just the energy of sending you positive love, but do be careful of contracts, and that's spirit, all forms.
We kind of did a question for Kimber already, and I think this full question falls in line with what she asked earlier.
Okay.
She wants to know if her daughter's father fell in love with someone before or after he met Kimber. I think her real question is, does he still love me? Though.
Yeah, I think so. Kimber's the daughter?
No, Kimber is the woman asking, so the mother.
Okay. I don't know that he fell in love with somebody. He might have fallen in something else with her, but it doesn't appear that it is a huge part of his life now. It does appear that that he would like to actually try. I can't say that he has the ability to follow through, but he does honestly want to try. If that helps, if that makes any sense. And if you're interested in him, don't worry about what he's done in the past if it's not relevant to the now. But at the same time, if he's done it once, you want to be on the outlook that it's not a repeating circumstance. Okay, so at the moment, he would really like to try with you. And at the moment, and I can't promise that it's always going to be this way, at the moment, he does want he does have honest intentions. I can't promise that it's a forever thing. And he's not very good with being honest with himself, unfortunately. So it's very difficult to talk to him because he won't acknowledge it's always other people's fault. It's never his own. And until somebody grows up enough to accept that their own culpability, it's very difficult. The one thing I can say with unequivocally is he does appear to love your daughter a great deal. But again, he's very young.
Mama B asks or says, this isn't really a question, but if someone takes Plan B, emergency contraceptive pill, does that mean the potential fetus departs to the other side? Yes. It says so on the box.
Yeah, it usually does. Quite often you will have a reaction like you're pre-hormonal or hormonal. So basically, if you took the day after pill, you should be fine.
Princess Nee says thank you so much, and it is a pain in the butt. Patricia Scone says we never know that that's the problem, but I must say it is a fascinating journey with all you learn and get what it's all about, and find out love is what it means, or what love is and what it means.
Yeah, and love is. Well, as the song goes, love is a many-splintered thing.
And she adds an L, you do have a sweet side too. Depends on my day.
She can.
Usually not a day that ends in Y.
No, she's a tough egg, but she's nice.
But again, you piss me off. I do not hold back.
That's true. She doesn't. But she...
Vidya Maharaj says thank you as always. Yasmin Fox says any messages from Archangel Gabriel.
And so he basically, Archangel Gabriel is saying that you're a warrior, miss, and you keep on keeping on, regardless of situations and what's happening around you, and he likes working with you.
Kenna Hawk says haha, winky face. Kimber says, I believe that love is pure and caring, giving, kinda like never saying no to someone.
Oh no, that's not love.
Sometimes love is
saying
being
no.
mean and saying no.
Sometimes loving a person is doing what's best for them, whether it hurts you or not. And yes, sometimes you bloody say no. And sometimes you just get up and you walk away because
people won't learn otherwise.
Because that's the best thing you can do for the person.
But
love is a wonderful feeling.
She adds, to someone that you love, unless it is in their best interest. So basically what we already said.
Okay, you got it, lady.
Like putting their best interest at heart when it comes to them.
Yep, that is what love is. And it may not be what they want to hear, may not be what they think is best for them. But yes, absolutely yes.
Jennifer Schweb says dog, and she eats everything.
Okay.
So, kefir.
Yeah, you can eat kefir.
And feed her pickles just for fun. Just for fun. Just the Doors pickles. We can't open a jar. She'll be upstairs, and if we open a jar of pickles, she's like, hey, that's my favorite snack.
But everything's her favorite snack.
Yes, but pickles are very special because she doesn't get them very often.
For some reason or other, we don't eat a lot of pickles.
But we enjoy them, which is weird.
I asked them if there's a test they can do to see if she can tolerate drugs or not.
Yeah. Krista Charlton says, feels like the lake message was for me. Thank you.
Well, it's really good for a lot of people, actually, honestly.
JRT asks, and this will be our last question. Hi, I'm glad you're well. He's acting mixed up, says he doesn't like me. Does he want or does he want to be with me?
Boom.
I don't know.
Just
he.
Okay.
Hello, B.
I think he is, as you said, he's very mixed up. He has no idea what he really, really wants. What do you really, really want?
Tell me what you want, what you really, really want.
And walk away. Literally, just walk away. And yes, you say that's counterintuitive. But if you walk away and he wants you, and he will see you walking away, and you'll go, hell no, or heck no, pardon my English. And he will come after you. Okay, so walk away. You say, fine, okay, I get you. I've got other fish to fry, and go find something else to do. And if you've got somebody that you really like besides him, go for it.
Okay. Patricia, my favorite film, William Holden.
Yeah, he's a good actor.
B. Erla says, hello, dear Elisha and Elle.
Hi.
Patricia Scowen adds, always reminds me of my parents' love story. Can you find a William Holden for me? Eliz-sha.
I couldn't find one for myself, so yeah, I think you got to do this on your own.
Jennifer Schwab says, okay, and I will about the testing for drug tolerance. Thank you both for your time and energy. Have a lovely and blessed day. Hops.
Well, you know, when it comes to animals, we're all over it.
Yeah. Okay. So quick.
Yep.
Will Julia be Erla asks, will Julia be the singer to accompany my audition in Hamburg?
I feel that's a really strong possibility.
What about Leonard?
Leonard. Not as strong, actually. I got a strong yes for Nancy?
Julia.
Julia. I got a maybe for Leonard. But it depends on the song, right?
And their style of singing.
Yeah.
The Erla says, thank you so much. Kimber says, thank you all so very much for being here. For all of us every day, you are so kind for sharing your gifts and love with all of us. You don't know how big of a loving blessing you are to all of us.
Yeah.
I can read, I promise.
Just remember, though, true love is sometimes saying no.
And true love is sometimes loving yourself.
Yep.
The Erla says, oh wow, yes, Leonard is a little unsure still if he can manage the repertoire. Julia does sound more positive, although I have never met her or heard her sing at all.
Okay, well.
Ask for demos.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really, it's not really great yeah, she'd probably have a record she could send you.
Yeah, or not even a record. I mean, depending on her home quality microphone on a webcam or cell phone.
Yeah, that might be a little difficult.
It might be difficult. Hard to judge.
But there's other things to judge too. Her confidence, her self-assuredness, and what do you guys think? That's a amethyst that's been tumbled, and then it's bronze and black that was surrounding it. I'm not finished. I'm just playing with it. Yeah. So you want to watch who's self-assured, who will not try to upstage you, who will be confident and give it to you, who will support you and do their best, and who will flake on you. Yeah. So be very, very picky, because that's your future. But I think also you're going to do, I think that you're going to do well.
And yes, you can have great singers, but if there's no chemistry, that will be difficult.
Yeah, you want to make sure the chemistry is there.
Yeah.
But you want to make sure you don't grab somebody who flakes on you. No,
you want someone that adds to the beauty of the song you are showcasing.
Yeah.
Not overpowers it, or kind of like the Beatles. They all harmonized perfectly. They were all like Paul McCartney. He still does music on his own. Ringo Starr, since they're the only two Beatles still alive. But they still do music on their own. But when they were the Beatles, their music was incredible.
It got more incredible as they aged too.
Yeah. So you want that connection.
And you will, and you can have that. You have that right, by the way. Just make sure you're aware you have that right. I don't have enough stones. I need more stones.
Things that you hear often in this house. And since we're over an hour,
we're finished, everybody.
We're done. I mean, there's thank yous and adding to, but if I keep reading and letting Mom fiddle, we're gonna be here all day.
Yeah, and we have a meditation at another hour and a half,
Yeah.
so I need to
Relax.
relax. It's been a blast. And I suspect you're all going to have a wonderful day.
And
I see it. I tell you, I see it. You will see. Oh, have a great evening. Okay.
So tomorrow we'll be back if we didn't get to your questions.
Yeah, we'll try to get on a little earlier. My daughter did her last test today, so we don't have to worry about tests anymore, at least right now.
Erin, possibly tomorrow.
Yeah, Erin's gonna. Yeah, she may do YouTube, or I don't know what we have to talk.
I thought I heard her say she would like to do it on YouTube.
Oh yeah, and she's amazing.
Yeah, and with Zoom, you can both be on screen at the same time.
Yeah. So what we might do is make Zoom. I know that was horrible. I'm getting punch drunk.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Namaste. Namaskar.
Bye.
Bye.